Hello snowboarders of the internet, I'm your host Avran LeFeber, and in this video we're going to be reviewing the Nidecker Megalight. This board features Nidecker's freeride cam rocker, which is a longer rocker in the nose, camber underfoot, and then a shorter rocker in the tail. This is going to give you all the load, pop, snap, and drive of traditional camber, but you're going to get ease of entry in and out of turns from those rocker zones, as well as better powder float. This board's available in 158, 161, 164 wide, 168 wide. I rode this board on a sunny bluebird day with zero winds, warm temps, hard pack from hell, just about every kind of spring-like condition you could get at Copper Mountain, and I rode it with my Rome Black Label bindings and my K2 Thraxis boots. This board is stiff, but it's not like the ultralight, which means that it's got a little bit more play to it. You do have a key defined flex point right where the camber meets that rocker in the nose. That is probably the most noticeable flex point. And with the shaping of this board, you get softer nose, stiffer midsection, a little bit of give right where that rocker in the tail is, but the tail is still relatively stiff, and the torsional flex is noticeable, but it does have a ton of rebound. When it comes to the stability of this board, it's smooth, stable, yet lively. This is one of those boards where you will get some chatter in the nose, and that slightly resonates underfoot, but by and large, you're not going to feel it. Pretty much the only thing you're going to feel is if you ride over death cookies and you get them to crunch underneath you. Otherwise, this board just cuts through everything and keeps going on its way. This board has snap. It boosts with the best of them. It is a little bit harder to load up that camber, but when you roll back on the tail and engage that rocker section, you get a ton of spring. This board wants to get up in the air. It will absolutely boost. When it comes to the butterability of this board, you can do high-speed wheelies on the tail, or you can try to butter the nose. I don't recommend it, but you can try. You can basically pop and press into that rocker section, and you're going to aggressively press, and it's going to fight you the whole time. So it's not a board I'd recommend going buttering around on, but if you absolutely have to, you can. This board can carve, and the nice thing about it is that it has more torsional flex than the ultralight over there, which allows you to ankle steer. This helps with minimal carves, you know, those mellow ones where you're just slightly ankle steering. This is also a board you can be laid back on if you want to, but when you really do want to drive this board and you load it up from the center and push off the tail, you get a lot of power and you actually pick up speed out of the carve. This is a deck that when it's on edge, it locks in, it holds the carve well, it's smooth and stable. It's still damp, but there's a liveliness to it that gives you that power that you want. Short, tight, quick carves, like I said, totally fine with that ankle steering. Medium, mellow carves, deep, hard, aggressive carves. It can do them all, and it does them well. What's nice about this board, even with that rocker in the nose where you get a little bit of chatter, it doesn't fold the tip, which lets you just push through everything in its path. Who's this board for? The hard-charging freeride guy that understands power and snap. I really dug this board. I like the fact that it has more torsional flex that really lets you steer it more underfoot, and the fact that you could be laid back when you wanted to or be aggressive when you absolutely needed to. It wasn't like the ultralight where you're just aggressive all the time. This is just a little bit more laid back and nuanced, and it's good. It's got power, it's got snap, it locks in, it holds well. This is just a great board all the way around. You do have that powder pack insert so you can slam it back on a deep day if you absolutely need to as well. Comparable boards, the Capita Kazu, the Solomon Super 8, the Korua Pencil Plus. Binding recommendations, the Nidecker K-On X, the Rome Cleaver, the Bent Metal Solution. This has been my review of the Nidecker Megalight. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you own one? Are you going to buy one? Leave me a comment down below. Let's have a conversation about this snowboard. If you're new here, remember to subscribe, click the bell, get those notifications. That way you're not missing any of the videos we got coming out for all you snowboarders of the internet. And if you really like what we're doing over here and you want to support us further, swing on over to Angry Snowboarder VIP and become a member. Sure, I could tell you more here, but I got a video over there that explains it so much better. As always, I've been your host, Avran LeFeber, and I'll see you in another video.